What's up, guys? In today's video, I know it's been a while. I had to grow some facial hair, but I wanted to talk to you guys today, I guess, about a kind of goal that a lot of people have in their lives when they're starting from wherever point that they're at, and they get into personal development, and then boom, they start coming up with all these crazy goals. And one of the goals oftentimes can be, to go back to your hometown, or to, fix your past relationships and to, make them better than before, and to be a hometown hero. And I guess, I just wanted to tell you guys not to really waste your time spending so much effort on a goal like that. And the reason why is because it requires, first of all, for you to change as a person, which is completely controllable. I mean, it's difficult for you to be able to say that this was the person that I was then, a completely different person now. That's doable. You can do that. It's hard, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I've changed completely since high school, and it's only been, 2 or 3 years out, but through all of my readings and all of my studying in college, and I'm a different person. But to expect that other people have changed as much in the same amount of time is just not a smart, or it's just not a reliable, ideal to have, or it's not a worthy goal to just consider, because it just requires you, it requires you to change, like I said earlier, and it requires other people to have changed. That means that is a factor that you cannot control. You can't necessarily, change the people that you want in specific ways that you want them to change, especially if you haven't talked to these people in a while, or if, if the relationships have gone bad and you just completely, they've just melted off the side of the earth. I mean, there's no way that you could expect to be successful at something that you really have no control over. You can only do as best as you can do, and that ultimately means changing yourself. But beyond that, you can't expect other people to just fall in love with you, all over again. Just because you've changed. Because honestly, their view of the world and their perspective of your place in their world more than likely hasn't changed that much at all. I would go as far as saying that in my high school, I think there was a graduating class of a couple hundred people, maybe. And there could be a chance that I'm the only person who's consistently reading personal development books right now. I could be the only person that's consistently trying to learn more, from extremely successful people, and trying to implement their ideas and form, new neural pathways in my brain based off their information. I could be the only person in my graduating class who's doing that right now. So for me to expect that other people have gone through as much monumental change as I have, is really, it's just not, it's not worthy of your time to give a goal like, fixing relationships as being the worthiest one. I mean, it's very noble. One of my friends told me, it's very noble, I guess, to go home and to try to fix everything that you once wronged, and and all like that. But I mean, really, you begin to realize once you leave, high school, once you leave your hometown, or you go to college and you meet new people, you realize that a lot of, what you guys had in common in high school really was just that you grew up together. I mean, or you lived in the same neighborhoods, and, you just rode bikes together, and then, since then you kind of just played together and just did stupid things, and there were no like real extreme interest relationships, or at least there were very few. You certainly didn't have great relationships with everybody. So to expect that you are a failure, or to say that you're a failure if you go home and you're unable to fix the relationships, is wrong, because you did your part, but they just didn't do their part. So maybe they're just not ready yet. Maybe they just haven't gone down the pathway that you have, and maybe it's just better off if you just don't fix the relationships with them. Wait till the 10-year, the 20-year, 30, 40-year reunion. Just wait till that happens. Don't don't try to go leave your hometown and try to become a better person, and to make your ultimate goal coming home and fixing everything, because that's just going to lead to unhappiness. You could easily just go to a college and make new friends and just live a completely different life. I mean, because that's what the majority of people do. The majority of people do not depend on their high school relationships to be their most significant ones in life. People move on and people change. I mean, to say that you're going to be the same friends with people, when you were, 18 and below, like, I mean, when you were a kid doing stupid stuff, for the rest of your life, I mean, who wants that? Like, you want to make friends with people who genuinely love, what you love, if not, as much as you, more than you. You want to find people that are at a place in life where you want to be. And to say that all of the people that you were once in high school with, are at that place, just because they, have the ability to say that, you wronged them, and because of that they're a better person. I mean, and you just want to be able to make it fair again. It's not worth your time. I mean, just move on, go do something else. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to tell you this, just because it's something, I've begun to realize. I mean, I'm only 20 years old. I'm about to turn 21 this month. But, I've certainly gone down a pathway in my life where it felt it was necessary for me to do something like that. But I've just learned, luckily, very quickly that, most people don't change, especially a few years out of school. So just keep doing your thing, and I will see you guys tomorrow.